Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out Bramble the Mountain King. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this game beyond the pictures make it look like a fairy tale, which makes sense because it is based off of some Nordic fairy tales. Now, when I was opening these trailers, I was like, oh, it's rated M for mature and has some very, very specific tags on there. And I was like, not a kid's game. Looks like it could be a kid's game. Not a kid's game. Looks like it could be like, you know, The Big Friendly Giant or Quest for Camelot. Nope, not gonna be that. We have quite a few trailers to check out. This game has a decent amount of marketing for it. The farthest back we're gonna go is the official cinematic trailer for the reveal back in June of 2021. So, let's get started. Oh, so that's how we're starting. All right, cool. Well. Jesus. Okay. All right, so we got like some pygmies and a little child walking through a swamp with a garden gnome on his head while he also stabs somebody to death. This is a great start. We got some trolls. Okay. Forget what those are called. They have a name. And they're horrifying. They eat people. Most of the things we saw eat people. Blood and gore, intense violence? Sign me up, baby. I'm ready. 2022? You got close. You got close. All right, let's keep moving on. So this is the official gameplay reveal trailer. This was from November of 2021. Fairy tale like Grimm's? Yeah. Scary shit. Pretty sure that's a water nope. Think you're right. Where are you going? Why are you circling the girl? Is she nice or does she eat people? Was that a pie? Were they pushing a giant pie on a cart? Are the garden gnomes nice? Don't go down there. Forget what that creature's called. It's called like Sif, I think. No, it is not. Its name is much longer than that. Oh, goody. You want to see a game that I will probably... Oh! I'll take games that I will be uncomfortable during for 400, Alex. Be uncomfortable in that game from beginning to end. The whole game, I'm gonna be uncomfortable. Don't feel like anything is nice in this world. No. All right, so this is Bramble the Mountain King official Ollie's story trailer.
Rated mature.
Like Little Nightmares? Yeah, permanently uncomfortable. Signalis, permanently uncomfortable. Are you riding a hedgehog? Is our actual goal to save all the gnomes? I'm just kind of guessing. Wow. Whatever that was, no. Whatever that is, no. That was a bone nope and a forest nope. Oh, God. We got water nopes, bone nopes, forest nopes. We got darkness nopes. Okay, the game does look really cool, okay? Just in like a general sense, it looks really cool in a really uncomfortable way. All right, so this is the story of the Nacken.
Hello everyone, my name is
Hi.
Eleanor and I'm the lead artist at Dimfrost Studio, and today I will introduce one of our creatures that you'll meet on your journey in Bramble the Mountain King, a creature based on dark Nordic fables.
Dark Nordic fables, yes!
One of my favorite creatures from Nordic folklore, found in cautionary tales meant to scare children from going too close to the water. In Bramble, Nacken is a lonely creature, living in a lake, luring people with his music so enchantedly that they would drown. In his past life, he was just a simple man who loved playing his violin. Unfortunately, the village didn't appreciate his talent, and people would frequently bully him. The only soul that didn't was a girl that Nacken fell in love with. One day, the bullying and beating became so severe that Nacken's anger finally overtook him. He marched into the village, playing forbidden melodies that made everyone dance until their flesh and bone got worn down. They eventually died, leaving behind shuffling corpses still trying to dance to Nacken's melodies. His love wasn't spared death either. Devastated, Nacken left the town and lived by the lake, drowning in his sorrow, luring people with his deadly music. Nacken is just one of the creatures you'll meet in Bramble the Mountain King. You will meet many more, both big and small, good and evil on your journey throughout the beautiful yet
Most
deadly
feel
world
evil.
of Bramble. Bramble the Mountain King is coming soon to PC and consoles. Be sure to add Bramble to your wishlist. Thank you for watching.
Definitely, like they mentioned it at the beginning of this, a lot of older fairy tales were meant to keep children from doing things that they shouldn't do. They tell you this really scary story of like, and that's why you shouldn't dance near the pit. And it's like, oh goody, because demons will come and dance with you until they drag you to hell. And you're like, oh, great. Scare children into obedience. All right, so this is Story of the Skogsra. If I said that even close to correct.
Let me tell you one of the many stories of the land of Bramble. A tale of a woman both beautiful and deadly.
Is this the chick we've been seeing this whole time? Or is it going to be the nymph-looking creature?
In a peaceful village near a great forest where suddenly strange happenings started to occur. People began to see a beautiful woman with long dark hair lurking in the shadows during full moon nights. Men started to follow her into the forest.
Nope.
Some of them never returned, and those who did had lost their minds.
Yep.
Eventually, the villagers had enough. They took all the dark-haired women of a certain age and put them on trial for witchcraft. They started to execute them, hoping to find the right one. Yet men kept disappearing during full moon nights. The villagers grew more and more desperate and burnt down a large area of the forest in the hope of finding this strange, beautiful woman, but to no avail. The villagers had lost themselves.
We're so dumb.
They killed their own mothers and daughters. They burnt down more of the forest that had served them with resources. Then one night, when the moon shone at its brightest, 5 brave men took matters into their own hands. They put on their coats and walked into the burnt forest to hunt for the woman with the dark hair. After a time, they saw a beautiful woman standing in a clearing. The men were instantly enchanted and followed her deep into the forest's heart. When they were close enough to touch her, she transformed into something monstrous. She tore their chests open, hung them up in the trees, and drew strange powers from their still beating hearts.
Great.
And no one would ever see them again. I hope that you enjoy this grim tale of Skogsrået. She is just one of the deadly beings you'll meet on your journey through the land of Bramble. Bramble, the Mountain King, is coming to PC and consoles in 2023. Make sure to add it to your wish list today.
This Norway singer I watched sung a Nordic song about a witch that would take you if you went out in the dark. Old folk song, so a lot of that in Nordic. Yeah. You know, the other thing is with this, like, that absolutely sound like, God, humans are so dumb. We're so dumb when we don't understand something. Like, obviously this was a folktale, but the idea of that there was a dark-haired woman that was luring men off into the forest, so humans were like, just fucking kill all the long dark-haired women in town. I'm like, wow, God, we're so stupid. That'll solve the problem. Jesus Christ. All right. Hang on. We already watched something called Ollie's story trailer. All right, this is a duplicate. Drop that one. Here is the official story trailer, and this one is longer. This one is from October of 2022.
Rated mature.
Let me tell you one of the many stories of the land of Bramble. A tale of a woman both beautiful
okay.
and...
So we already saw this one too. This is just a repeat of this one. All right, so now we have the release date trailer. This is from February 6th of 2023. It's got new tags on here now. Or maybe just don't follow women into the forest. Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea too. Yeah.
A nightmare woke him up.
I'm fine. Yo, nightmare. Yeah,
Haunted
you're
by
telling
his
me.
mother's bedtime story.
They added partial nudity?
He
Yeah, it's
searched
because of
for
that
his
one
sister's comfort.
person. Pat the giant frog thing.
But she was nowhere
You're
to be found.
bug-sized.
The bramble covers all where darkness has taken hold. Follow the light. You will find what you are searching for within the mountain.
What are we looking for? Oh, hell no.
That is what happens when you do not listen to your mother.
I still don't know what we're doing. In like a general sense, I don't know what we're doing, but it's the look of this is great. It is great, Vanishar. I completely agree. Disturbing, but great. And it's definitely presenting itself, I think, exactly how they want it to. Of kind of like a Brothers Grimm style of these are the fairy tales that they used to tell years ago. It wasn't Mother Goose's nursery rhymes. It wasn't, you know, the Disney tales. It was dark tales with scary creatures that were meant to scare children away from wandering off into the forest with strangers, you know, or whatever it is. Don't play near the lake because there's a man there that'll play a violin and make you drown yourself. I do wish I understood just a little bit more about like what we're doing because like obviously the game is wanting to tell the story of multiple Nordic folk tales, which is perfectly fine. But game-wise, what are we doing? Like, what is the goal? Are we trying to save all the gnome creatures? Are we trying to find our mom? That is the thing that I still don't know, because it seems like they just wanted to show off all of the folk tales that they were kind of like taking from, rather than actually showing us what the game was. Like, we saw him attack the woman, like at the on that last trailer, he's like shoving his shining sword into the open wound on the back, but so there's like, it's in some way you're getting in there to like, you know, fight and stuff like that. And it seems like some of the creatures are nice, some aren't. There's a little bit of exploration, smaller platforming, some sneaky, but I would have liked a better showcase of the game rather than the world and the environment. World and environment looks great. Really good setting. You got the tone and the atmosphere nailed down. But in terms of like what the game is as a video game, I still don't actually have an idea of that. But maybe the Steam page can help us. Maybe it's a journey through the folktales. Yeah, maybe. Bramble the Mountain King is a grim adventure set in a world inspired by dark Nordic fables. Explore the beautiful yet dangerous and twisted land of Bramble in your endeavor to rescue your sister. Bam! Got it! Traverse a wondrous landscape and survive deadly encounters with Bramble's many hideous creatures. Horror, cinematic adventure, atmospheric, emotional, dark fantasy, dark mythology, narration, 3D, lore-rich gore. Okay, so that at least tells us what our goal is. You're trying to find out where your sister went because your sister didn't heed the folktales and wandered off into the dark no-no lands. Call upon the spark of courage and enchanted fragment, granting the gifts you need to endure the pitfalls and trials in your path. Defeat the horrid creatures you encounter in different and unique ways. Be warned, courage without kindness can take you down a dark path. So it probably has slightly different endings depending on the choices that you make throughout the game. I imagine that most of the encounters are more puzzle-based rather than necessarily like hack and slash combat style, probably along the lines of the previously mentioned Little Nightmares, and that's perfectly fine. Always the sister, hardly the brother. I mean, you know, here we go. We're going on an adventure in a horrible, dark place. So at least now we have a little bit of a grasp. We did see them like trying to sneak around some of the larger monsters. So like I said, it's probably you're trying to not get caught, you know, get up to where the rock is to drop the rock off onto the giant creature. You can choose to spare some things because given the way that this started of Ollie repeatedly stabbing something and being covered in blood, and the once bright light shard sword was then stained red, and the light it gave off was red, I imagine that there is a sort of Paragon Renegade style system. So yeah, welcome in, Cerulean. So that's Bramble the Mountain King. Horrible dark no-no land, but it looks like a really awesome presentation. But it does definitely look like the entire game is going to make me feel like some horrible creature is just kind of holding onto my spine, and that makes me uncomfortable. So that's available basically on everything. It's going to be on PC and consoles. It probably already released by the time this video goes live, but I only have so many days to do these. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. Put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you can't tell, I like to talk, and I'd love to talk some more if you want to talk with me. Two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. I've been talking with chat this whole time as we checked out these trailers because this was recorded live on Twitch. We stream on Twitch 4 days a week, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.